in double cups, ho, fuck your feedback. Only bossy bitches in my circle, you know how we roll.
With us, welcome to New York. Tonight you're going to be in Webster Hall.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Third time at Webster Hall.
Okay.
And it's always a fucking good crowd.
And New York crowds are...
They're lit. New York is lit.
Okay.
New York is, they got the energy. They like to smoke dope. They're present. Yeah.
All right, so this 2016 was a massive year for you. You released Debbie, your first album. You've been touring in North America. You had dates in the UK. How are you looking back? How are you feeling about the project in a year? Like, what are you feeling?
I feel like 2016 was probably one of my most progressive years with being Lil Debbie and creating music. I'm very, very hard on myself, but I'm very proud of myself and like pulling off everything that I did in 2016. Like, I couldn't even dream of getting done everything that I wanted to get done, and I did. And I traveled and I made music with other people in different countries, and it was fucking amazing. I'm getting my weed and edibles brand like on the ground and running. We got the packaging in. It was a big fucking year for me.
Yeah, it was huge. You mentioned before, and you mentioned this on your Instagram too, that you are really hard on yourself. Like, how does that manifest itself? Like, what's your sort of internal battle?
Well, I feel like it's hard to not be hard on yourself in this industry because you're thrown 8 million opinions at once. I mean, people will love you to death and hate you to death.
Right.
And it gets very, very confusing. And the only advice I have for people is to not feed into the negativity or read the negativity.
Okay.
Because most of those people aren't even happy with themselves.
Right.
For example, this girl yesterday saw that I dropped the F that video, and she kind of was like, what the fuck is this? And then somebody commented and said, like, the worser version of blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, kind of like, who the fuck is this? So I click on her Twitter, and one of the first tweets I read was, I've been crying all day, and blah, like something really depressing. And I thought in my mind, like, I could rip her to parts, or I could just let her be miserable, which she clearly already is. And that's the thing. It's like, you can't beat yourself up for people not liking you. It's the world, you know what I'm saying?
Do you disconnect sometimes from the internet? Do you try to just stay off of it?
Sometimes. Some days I'll just not. I mean, I'm private on Instagram anyway, so it's like I don't get a lot of that negativity because I feel like it's exclusive. So people that want to feel exclusive and fuck with somebody that's not for everybody, follow me.
Okay. All right, so I'm kind of curious because you've been traveling a lot over the past 6 months, and you're like the troika, Debbie. You're young, you're super attractive, you're petite. What's it like for you as a woman in terms of like day-to-day levels of harassment when you're walking the street or taking cabs? Like, what are you dealing with in that?
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Day to day, I don't wear makeup.
Okay.
Not a lot of men, and I look like day to day I look homeless. I wear like big thermals and like baggy jeans. I don't really show off my body as much as other women, and you know, when I wear baggy clothes, you can't really see the shape of my little body. And when you don't wear makeup, men are kind of just like, oh, she's like lazy and doesn't give a fuck. I don't get a lot of like random harassment.
Okay.
I also honestly act like I can't hear people sometimes when they talk to me. I'm from the Bay, and from the Bay, how men get at you is you walking down the street and they're like, hey, where you going?
Right.
Where you from? Yo, you from Oakland? You know what I'm saying? It's like very like aggressive. So I grew up around aggressive men. So I have got this quality where I can just act like you don't fucking exist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell most of my girlfriends, like, don't even acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't acknowledge shit. I'm a bitch that way.
But. Okay. So you just ignore.
Yeah, I ignore it a lot. But, you know, I don't get a lot of that. I kind of bum it out when I'm at home.
Right. And I think I saw even recently, like when you get in an Uber, you just put on a pair of sunglasses too, and just I saw you were like, don't even look back or talk to me, because you hear about women getting harassed in cab and Uber situations.
There's actually a driving service where it's just women that drive the cars.
Oh.
I don't remember what the name of it is. I have to find it out and let you know. But I was like, really, like, that's dope.
Right.
Because there's women that just are not comfortable around men.
Right. And or just not feeling
like they want to be harassed,
yeah,
or they want to have like
a
long conversation.
Yeah.
Which I feel sometimes I'm just not interested in having a conversation. I'm just like, meh.
All right, so completely switching tracks. I was going through your interviews, and in one of them you listed your 5 fave Bay Area rappers, but we're in New York City, and I wonder who your 5 New York favorite rappers are. It can be all time, it could be current, whoever your mix is.
Oh, geez. From New York?
Mm-hmm. There's a few of them.
Can you name some to me? I can't think of, like, that's what happens. People ask me questions and I'm like, wait, let me think. I mean, honestly, like, there's Dash that I know about. Joey Badass is from out here. He's a very nice boy. I don't really listen to a lot of East Coast rap, but these are people that I know that I get along with, that I think are nice men.
Nice men.
Nice men. You know, very nice. That's what I'm into, with manners and shit. Joey Badass is very cool. I know Dash. I'm very cool with Dash.
What about like more from even old school, like 90s? Like in New York, it's very typical for you to be like a Biggie person or a Tupac person. Do you have a preference? Do you care?
I love both, but I'm a Tupac girl.
Okay.
Like, I would have Tupac's babies.
Okay.
You know, I would get a Tupac fucking tattoo.
Right.
I want one.
Right.
Honestly, I just haven't, because I'm like, I don't know if I should do all that. But I love Lil Kim.
Okay.
Love Lil Kim. Actually, California Sweetheart, the first one, that my cover for that was based off of Lil Kim Hardcore. I did like the fur rug with the fireplace and the little skimpy outfit.
That was going to be one of my questions, like like a Lil Kim versus Foxy, I guess.
Lil Kim.
Yeah.
I just, I'm sorry. I just, that's that bitch.
Okay. The other question I want to ask you about is just being in the public eye. Your whole young adult life, you've been really in the the public eye. How do you feel like that impacts you, and how do you think that impacts people? Because obviously there's like different levels of fame too. Do you feel like it impacts a person's...
Well, for me it was very weird because I got pop-in from somebody else's music video.
Right.
So I didn't make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm a wealthy ass bitch because of whatever. I'm just like, I don't even like to call myself famous. Maybe like well known. I'm like more well known than I am wealthy, and it's interesting. I think that when people become well known and make a lot of money at an age, they kind of stay that age forever. And I feel like that's why we see some artists acting the way they do. It's because, you got to realize they made so much money at either such a young age or old age that they're fucking stuck
at that age.
Forever.
Okay.
That's just a theory I have. So for me, it's a roller coaster. Sometimes I get upset that I'm well known and that I don't have $50 million fucking dollars or whatever Kylie Jenner has, but it's work, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make the best of my situation.